they start coming out of the pouch and they start grazing. Everybody say grazing.
Grazing.
They graze the grass just like horses and cows do. Now, being small, they still need to stay in the pouch. So mine's about 4 months old, and he stays about 90% of the day into the pouch. Are y'all ready to say kangaroo?
Yeah.
Oh, before we get him out, I need the best jumper in the room. Are you a good jumper?
No, I am.
You are? Are you a good jumper? Come on up. What's your name? Eric? Everybody say hi, Eric.
Hi, Eric.
All right, Eric, from right here, let's stand right here, face that way. Stand right here, Eric. Eric. We're going to jump, not open presents. We still got to get the next animals. They'd rather see open the presents than to see the animals. Eric. All right, we're going to jump. From right here, we're going to jump in one jump all the way over there. Ready? All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, jump! Wow, we're going to get a big round of applause. All right, stay right there. So you jump from right here to right there. Our next animal cannot do that yet. Because like I said, it's a baby. Once it's full grown, our next animal can jump from right here all the way over to here. Wow. And it can do it again and again and again and again. And that's because it is a kangaroo. Very good. Eric, you can have a seat. Everybody give him a big round of applause again. Here's a red kangaroo. Like I said, it's a baby. And every time I bring up the kangaroo, everybody says the same thing. And the same thing that every single person says is... This is Rufus. Everybody say hi, Rufus.
Hi,
Rufus is a red kangaroo, like I said. He's about 4 months old, around 5 pounds. So yes, he is still a baby, and he's my baby. I have to take care of him. I get him at about 4 to 5 months. I train him. I use him in educational programs to teach people about him, and I get him used to being around people. Then they go to a zoo, and that makes them be more used to people. 2 ways that helps. Number 1, big kangaroos, especially males, can be aggressive. So it stops the aggression from them being aggressive towards people. Also, kangaroos are very finicky around people. If you take a wrong step at them, they're going to bolt off and they can hurt themselves. So by being around people, he doesn't have that same fear. So one of the kangaroos I've already trained went to a zoo up north, and he's doing an incredible job. It takes a lot of work, though. I have to bottle feed him about 5 times a day. I have to help him go to the bathroom, and I have to check on him 24/7. Parents, you're like, what's different from my kids? It's the same thing. It's having a child. He lives with me all the time. He's one of the hardest animals I've ever had to take care of. And I've done a few kangaroos, and even though I'm getting used to it, it's still very, very hard. Now, he'll grow pretty fast, though. They get full grown in about 1.5 to 2 years. So that's 5 to 6 feet tall in about 2 years. So he'll get very, very big. And once he gets to that size, he's very dangerous. So do you think he'd make a good pet?
No.
No. Read about your animals before you get them. See how big they're going to get, how long they're going to live. Are they going to beat you up when they get older? Because guess who is? The kangaroo will. Even though he's cute and cuddly right now, he'll grow very fast and be very dangerous within a short time. That's why you have to read about your animals before you get them. Kangaroos do not make good pets. If you like to work with kangaroos, read about them, learn about them, and then go to a zoo and work with them in a zoo. Questions? Anybody get questions?
Okay, so you said with you raising him, he would still be not people friendly. He wouldn't be people friendly at all.
If I didn't raise him?
While you're raising him, will he be?
He'll be more people friendly. So what will happen if I do it right? Now you can mess up. Now raising him like this isn't easy. You gotta ride in line, because let's say I did something where he was over there getting into something I wasn't getting to, and I go, no, do that. I can't do that. Doing that loud vocalization immediately triggers him, and then he'll have that trigger from now on. When he hears loud sounds, he'll bolt and get scared. So I have to avoid that. Slow. What I do is when he gets into something, I say, no, buddy, come on, and I just kind of slowly tap him. Something very easy, light, and simple. So that way it doesn't trigger him there. Then the other way around. Let's say he gets bigger and they like to kick, they like to play around, they have to grab one, do the boxing and kicking. They'll start doing that just after this side. About another month or 2, they'll start doing that. And I can play with, oh, this is fun, I'm playing with him, he's kicking. Then he gets full grown and he goes, hey, I want to play with this person and kick them. And he's 240 pounds now.
Wow.
And so I don't entice that. So whenever I'm training him, if he starts kind of getting in that kind of mode, my mother male did that, where he wanted to play like that, and I just didn't do it. I said, well, what do you do? I had different routes out of it, so that way I could avoid that without getting him to do that kicking thing. Yes? Sorry. Yes, they'll stay on their tail and kick. Even when he gets about 6 months old, he'll be able to do that pretty easily. if I were to allow, because what they do is they grab them with their hands, that kind of bounces them, and then they lean on their tail and kick. Yes? They can jump over 6 feet high. That's over my head. That's easy. I think they can go up to 8 feet. But 6 feet is the average. Yes? They live in Australia. You say Australia? Australia. They live in Australia. All kangaroos live in Australia. And they don't live in the snow. It's hot. Yes? You already helped me out with one thing. Yes?
He gets to cuddle up and kiss
Do I cuddle and kiss? Yes, I guess. Yeah.
I saw on the news like about 2 weeks ago, this guy was in Australia, and this kangaroo was messing with the guy's dog. So he
Yeah.
came to protect his dog. The kangaroo stood up like a man and going to box him like Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
And the guy hit him.
Well, if you watch it enough, I haven't seen the whole video, so I don't know. I can't say I wasn't there.
Right.
But from looking at it, he went up, the kangaroo let go of the dog, and he could have just walked away.
Right.
Who knows? He may have been mad and that he grabbed his dog, so who knows what happened before, who knows what happened right before that happened. I don't know.
But he stood up like a man to box him.
Do I recommend it? No. Oh yeah, they will. That's the dangerous part. Everybody in Australia will tell you don't mess with a male kangaroo, because they'll kick you in a heartbeat and you're going to the hospital.
Right.
Those toenails, once they kick, they're very, very dangerous. So, was that a smart decision? Probably not.
No.
But made for a video there. All right, ready to say bye, Rufus?
Bye, Rufus.
All right, I need another volunteer to come up and pick out another present. Big smile says, not help me out yet. Not help me out. We gotta give everybody a chance. Come on up. What's your name? Everybody say hi, Blaine.
Hi, Blaine.
All right, Blaine, so you got any one of those presents right there? You want to read or you want me to read it? Nobody wants to read today. My teeth would make you believe that I eat fruit, but fruit is what I find the best kind of treat. Many believe that I am blind, but I see quite well. You may find me sleeping in caves, tree hollows, or eating a pharaoh's tomb. What am I? What lives in caves? Bats. Think you may be a bat? Yes, you're a bat. All right. You want to help me out with one more thing? Now, bats use what to fly around at nighttime? Echolocation, very good. They use echolocation to find their way around at nighttime. They also use it to find their food. To give you an example of how that works, like you're going to be the bat, I'm going to be a mosquito, I'm going to fly around, and all you have to do is point to where I'm at. Bloop, 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 blah. Easy. But it's nighttime, so you can't see, eyes closed, one hand over your eyes like this, one hand over your eyes like this, and you're going to find me by using sound. So you're going to click like a bat. Very good. Whenever you click, I'm going to be your echo, and I'm going to click back to you. That's going to tell you where I'm at, okay? We're going to do it a couple of times. You click, I click, you point. Very good. I'm going to move around now. We're going to see if you can find me just by using sound. Here we go. Very good. Everybody. Great job. Yeah, thank you so much. So without being able to see, he was able to find me by using sound. And that's what bats will do to find their food. But not all bats. What do fruit bats eat? Fruit. So do they need echolocation to find their food? No. But one species of fruit bat, mine, still needs it because it comes out at nighttime. Most fruit bats come out during the day, and they live in trees, so they do not need echolocation. But my fruit bat is one of the smallest, and so he needs it to find his way around at nighttime. Are you ready to see a fruit bat?
Yes!
He's called an Egyptian fruit bat, so he's from where? Egypt, which is on the continent of Africa. They say Africa. And he's, like I said, one of the smaller species. He's actually clicking right now. He'll probably stop in a second. This is Osiris. Everybody say hi, Osiris. Osiris is an Egyptian fruit bat. They're from where again? Egypt, which is in Africa. And like I said, one of the smaller fruit bats. He's 4 years old right now. They typically live around 10 to 15 years. Now, we like fruit bats for two main reasons. Number one, seed dispersal. Everybody say seed dispersal. What that means is they spread the seeds for the trees. Now, do they go up to the trees, take the seeds off, and plant them in the ground? No, they don't do that. He goes up to the trees, eats the nice, juicy fruit. What does the fruit have in it? Seeds. He eats the fruit, he gets seed in his mouth, he flies far away from the tree, he spits out the leftovers, and that has a chance to grow into a new tree. The second way they help out is pollination. Just like what animals pollinate around here? Bees and butterflies. He does the same thing. He goes up to the flower, he sticks his face in there, he drinks out the nectar, he gets pollen all over his furry face, then he goes to the next flower, the next flower, and the next flower, and spreads that pollen around. Some flowers actually hang upside down because that hangs upside down. They're built for it. Those nails are curved on the end so that way he doesn't fall off. But if he does fall off, what's he going to do? He's going to fly because he's a bat and he can fly. You already see him fly?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Ready?
No.
Set! Not going to happen.
Okay.
He can fly very well. He fly over a place and take me forever to catch him. We're not going to let him fly around. I don't have him trained to do that. But I am going to show you his wing in a minute. Before we show that, though, all fruit bats are called flying foxes. They get that name because their face looks kind of like a fox's face. But I have a very special name for this bat. What I like to call him is a flying chihuahua. You're going to see that whenever I bring him around really close. You're going to see that those nice big eyes. And yes, he can see very well. He's not like the bats we have around here that are practically blind. He can see. We're going to show you in just a second. Yeah. Why is he what?
It looks like wood.
Looks like wood. He's real. Trust me. He's bitten me over 500 times. He's real. That was during training. Whenever you train bats, you get bit by bats a lot. Bats are one of the harder animals to train, and he bit me a whole bunch whenever I started training him. He was actually born during a show. 4 years ago, we had 2 other bats. His mother's name was Stella Luna. And, yeah. And we had her during the show. She was super awesome. You could hang her upside down and open her wing out. And one time we opened her wing out during the show, and somebody goes, "Baby!" And there was this guy right there stuck right to her side. So we gave him about a year or 2 to get grown up a little bit, and then I trained him. And then now he does shows. And he's done shows with me for about 3 years now.
Oh my God, he does look like a chihuahua. Hey, bad.
Oh, I heard it.
Alright, now his wings I like to show because they're very unique, because they're not made like bird wings, because they're not bird wings, they're mammals. And are we mammals? Yes, we are all mammals. His wings are actually made kind of like our hands. He has little bones that come out like fingers. In between those bones is a thin layer of skin, and that's what makes up his wing and allows him to fly. You ready to see the wing?
Yes.
Okay, borrow your wing, please, sir. Let's see here. Doop. Oh, didn't get it right. Try again. See here. Yeah, there we go.
Why do you think it fly?
No, I don't think your parents want to see him fly.
Unless you had a net, it will probably be.
Yeah, actually, it wouldn't take me that long to catch him. I can stick my hand out. He'll fly them in my hand sometimes. And sometimes when I have to stay in hotel rooms, I like to give him some exercise if I'm gone for a couple of days. The hotel's full. And so whenever I'm cleaning his cage, I just let him out, and he does about 5 loops around the room, and then I kind of stick my hand out, he flies into my hand, and I put him back in his cage. Or he flies to the curtain, and he sits there, because he's overweight and eats too much. All right, say bye, Osiris. All right, y'all ready for another animal?
Yes!
You might have heard clicking right there. He just clicked whenever I put him back. All right, any other volunteer to come up and open up another present? That's not. Anybody else hasn't helped me out yet? She hasn't helped me out yet. Let's get her first. Come on up. Wait, did you help me out? She did. What's your name?
Ashley.
Ashley. Everybody say hi, Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
All right, Ashley, which present you want to do? That one? Go ahead and open it up. All right, what do we got here? When mad, I may throw my hair at you and run very fast to see my burrow. I do not build a web like my cousins do, Any guesses?
Spider.
Close. Tarantula. Very good. You did a great job. You have a seat. Everybody give her a big round of applause. Good job. Our next animal, the first part of its name is Brazilian. It gets named Brazilian because it is from Brazil, which is in South America again. Lots of animals that have to this time happen to be from South America. The second and third part of its name is salmon and pink. It gets named salmon and pink because of the coloration on its body when it's younger. The last part of its name is bird eater. Where do you think they got the name bird eater from? Because they eat birds. Our next animal is called a Brazilian. Salmon pink, bird eating tarantula. This is Charlotte. Everybody say hi, Charlotte. Charlotte is a Brazilian salmon pink bird-eating tarantula, and they're as large as their names are. They're the second largest tarantulas in the world. The largest is the Goliath bird eater, getting even bigger than this. Now, Charlotte here is getting pretty close to being full grown. She's around 15 years old right now, and they can live over 25 years. Now, you do not have to be afraid of Charlotte because Charlotte is very, very fragile. If I were to drop her from right here, she might not survive. So am I going to drop her on you? No, I am not. The reason I wear the glove is not because I'm afraid of her, it's to help her hold on. She has little hooks on the bottom of her feet that hold onto the glove much better than my bare hand. So I use the glove so she doesn't accidentally fall off, because I don't want her to. That would hurt her. Now, Charlotte here, her main defense is actually to throw her hairs. A lot of people say, well, what's hair going to do? Let's say you tried to attack Charlotte. When you got too close to her, she takes her two back legs here, and she starts flicking hairs in the air. Those hairs get in your eyes, in your nose, in your mouth, in your skin. They itch real bad. Does that sound fun? No. Not fun at all. They itch real bad, and you do not want that. It's not, you don't have to go to the hospital or anything, but it's not fun. But that will protect this animal in the wild from animals trying to hurt her. Now, she is venomous, so what she does whenever she sees her food, what she doesn't really, she senses it more than she sees it. How many eyes does she have?
8.
8. With 8 eyes, they cannot see very well. Their eyes are located right there on top of their head, and it's used for light detection, tell whether they're dark or whether they're light. That's about it. What they mainly use to find their food is what's all over their body? Hairs. Their hairs act like sensors. And so whenever animals run by, like bugs, although they're called bird eaters, they mostly eat bugs. Bugs come running by, they feel it, they run over, they jump on top of them, and they inject venom to subdue their prey. How many legs do they have? 8 legs? Let's count them together. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What? I'm messing with you. These two in the front are not actual legs. They're called pedipalps. Everyday pedipalps. Those are feelers and sensors. They sense their surroundings. They're not actual legs. Now I'm going to bring them around so y'all can see them nice and close. The two pieces you'll see hanging off the back are called spinnerets. That's where they drop the silk behind. Sometimes she'll let me borrow silk. I don't know if she'll let me borrow any of that. Let's see. Oh, yep, she did. You see a little silk there.
Does that hurt?
For the silk to come out?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, that's cool.
That's already out. It's already out. You'll see that coming right out. They produce silk just like we produce saliva. They have a good amount.
Spiders.
See the silk? Yeah. Are you ready?
Let me take it. Oh, it is so cool. I gotta get these. Oh, look, Mia. I got to see everybody.
You see the silk? Between my hand and between the tarantula.
Oh my gosh. Cool.
You want to see it closer? 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 Not all the way. Yes. So the silk back there, he takes that, he lays it down on the ground, and that way whenever animals run across it, sends a vibration down. That vibration touches what on the body again? The hairs, and it can feel food from further away. Also, they use it as sandwich wrap. They don't want to eat their food right then, they wrap it up with the silk and eat it later. Any other questions about the tarantula? Questions? Yes?
Okay, now you pull the silk out. will that spider take it back in, or you just break it off?
No, it just breaks off.
Okay.
No, our spinnerets do that. She'll touch the ground and it breaks right off. Yep. Any other questions? Questions? Yes.
Can spiders stick up swing on trees?
Can they swing? Yeah, smaller spiders will hang down silk, and they're so light that they can hang on their silk. This tarantula cannot do that. He spends all of his time on the ground, or she does, and she cannot hold herself up by her silk. If she tried to do that, she's going to fall straight to the ground. Yes? She's not a jumping tarantula. She's more of a short sprint. So whenever you set her down, if she sees food, she just does that little quick sprint.
Well, there is a possibility of it hanging from the tree if it just keeps wrapping and wrapping around. There is a possibility of it hanging.
She's a little too heavy for that, unfortunately. Yes?
Other spiders, whenever you see them like this with their two front legs and do by the mouth that means that they get ready to fight.
Yeah, exactly. They get those fangs out ready to protect themselves. All right, everybody say bye, Charlotte.
Bye, Charlotte.
All right, I need another volunteer to come up and open another present. Did you help me? Did you help me already?
Yeah,
Did you help me? Oh, you didn't help me out there. What's your name?
Ariel.
Ariel. Let me say hi, Ariel. Hi, Ariel. All right, Ariel. Either one of those two presents. Which one do you want to do? That one? All right, open it up. All right, let's see what we got here. When I'm young, I hang around in the trees. However, as an adult, I'm too heavy, so I stay mostly on the ground. I can't hear, so don't scream at me. What am I?
Snake.
Snake. Very good. You want to help me with the snake? You do? The snake's a little bit too big for you to help me with. You're going to get to touch it though in a minute. You're going to have to see. Everybody give her a big round of applause. All right, Ariel, you can have a seat. I do need a volunteer to help me. That's pretty strong. Strong volunteer. Y'all both want to help? Come on up. Both y'all can help. Are y'all ready? Y'all going to stand right here. You're going to take a hold of this. Hold that with both hands. Now you know what this is for, right? To pick up snakes. We use it to pick up snakes so they don't bite you. Still good? Awesome. I'm kidding. 6 years, this snake's never bitten anybody. But he does have a mouth. Do you have a mouth?
Yes.
Can you bite?
Yes.
Any animal with a mouth can bite. He has a mouth, he can bite. If he bites anybody, he bites me. It's part of my job. All right, y'all ready? Hold on to that right there. Our next animal is called a boa constrictor, red-tailed boa, the same thing. And they're from South America. Say South America. All right, you ready? Y'all come forward a little bit. Forward a little bit. Yep. You ready? Here we go.
Oh, no.
This is Diego. Everybody say hi, Diego.
Hi, Diego.
Diego is a boa constrictor, and boa constrictors are, like I said, from South America, and they're not venomous snakes. They are constrictors. They have about 120 to 140 teeth in their mouth that they use to bite down onto their prey. Then they wrap around and they squeeze it very tight. Now, this snake isn't strong enough that it can constrict us, but his cousin, the anaconda, could. The anaconda is so strong that if you take an 18-foot anaconda and were to wrap around you and squeeze you, it would squeeze so tight like taking a school bus and setting it on your chest. Does that sound fun? No. Read about your animals before you get them. See how big they're going to get. How long they're going to live. Can they eat you? Animals that can eat you do not make good pets. This snake right here, though, typically these are very, very docile snakes, even though they're larger species of snakes. They're more docile. Now this snake, like I said in the hint, spends most of its time in the trees when it's younger. 2 reasons. Number 1, it's safe away from predators. When they're small, lots of things try to eat them. Number 2, living in the rainforest, there's lots of food in the trees for them. So they have lots of food sources. So they'll strike out, they'll grab birds, they'll grab bats, they'll grab volunteers. And they wrap around and squeeze it very tight. Now, they have a thing called a prehensile tail. What that means is they can hold their whole body weight by just their tail, and I'll show that in a minute. Before that, are snakes slimy? No, they're not. Everybody feel your fingernails. Feel your fingernails. Are your fingernails slimy? No, your fingernails are smooth. His scales are smooth. His scales, your fingernails, made out of the same thing. They're made out of keratin, right? Say keratin. Yes. What this snake feels like is kind of like a softer fingernail, and I'm going to let everybody touch him in just a second. Now, this is a good example of how do you get a snake off here. He is not trying to constrict me. All he's trying to do is hold on. Also, he's cold-blooded. He likes heat. My body emits heat. He's going to wrap around me and try to get heat. So if you have a snake wrapped around you and you want to get him off, always start at the tail. You start at the tail, and it's very easy to unravel the snake. Why not? Super easy. Now, if you try to do it the other way, if you try to get it at his body, it's a lot harder. All right, y'all did a great job. Actually, I'm going to have y'all touch the snake real quick. Slimy or smooth? Slimy or smooth? Very good. Everybody give them a big round of applause. Now I'm going to bring them around so everybody can touch them if you want. If you want to touch them whenever I walk by, put 2 fingers in the air, and then you put down the tail towards, or down the body towards the tail. If you do not want to touch it, just put your hands up your eyes like this, and I'll walk right past you. All right, I'm going to start over here. I'm going to make my way out. You're going to feel how cold he is also. Like I said, he's cold blooded.
But he feels like wooden.
You feel wooden?
Yeah, feel it.
Y'all want to touch him? You want to touch? Nope. Nope. Do you want to? No? Okay.
Can I open the last one?
We'll see. We got to make sure everybody else gets a chance. You don't want to touch? Okay. Here, I'll put the head all the way back here. The tail doesn't bite. Good job. Nope, not over there. She looks like she really wants to touch. That was well done. You did perfect.
Hey, get my card out. I'll send you a copy of the pictures if you want me to.
Okay. Y'all want to touch?
Just email me. I know Molly, if I forget your name.
Whitney.
Cool. You ready?
I took some photos last night too.
Good job. Alright, did everybody get to touch the snake that wanted to touch the snake? Good. Now, although we've seen some really cool animals in the show, if we see any of these animals in the wild, do we pick them up or try to touch them? No, because what are those animals going to do to you? Bite you. They are going to bite you. All my animals are trained. They're used to being around people, so they're not scared and they're not hungry. In the wild, they don't know who you are. You try to go up and touch them, and guess what they're going to do?
They're going to kill me.
They're going to bite you. They're not going to bite. So leave them alone. If you do see an animal, remember what it looks like. Go back to the library, check out a book, and try to figure out what kind of animal that is. That way, the next way you see it, next time you see it, you say, oh, that's a boa constrictor. They're from South America. What's it doing here in Alabama? Yes?
Well, have you, in the first place, have seen a reindeer?
Have I seen a reindeer? Yes.
I have too.
Everybody said, why do you bring reindeers to show? They're this tall. They're a little bit difficult to drive around in the van. Don't fit in the minivan too well. Yes? Where do they live? South American rainforest. Yes?
Can reindeers really fly?
Can reindeers really fly? That's a parent question. I'm not educated on that. Alright, we got one more present.
I want.
Let's see here. Alright, come on up. Yep, everybody else got a chance. I live high in the treetops of the rainforest. I love fruit, and it helps spread different types of seed as I soar through the trees. People describe my feathers as pretty and colorful. My name is Sam, and I am a
Hummingbird.
toucan. You want to help me out with this next one? Yeah. Our next animal. I need you to take a blueberry, but you got to promise me not to eat it. It's for a bird, not you. Last night a kid did eat it. For the first time ever in 6 years. It's okay. The blueberries come from the store and get put in the bag. I don't even touch them. Anyways, our next animal, his name is Sam, and he is a collared aracari. And collared aracaris, not a lot of people have heard of, which is why I like to bring them. And they're very, very pretty birds. They're smaller species of toucans. Let's go. Step up. And this is Sam. Everybody say hi, Sam. Sam, like I said, is a collared araucarian. They live high up in the treetops of the rainforest. They do short, rapid flights from tree branch to tree branch to tree branch. That big beak there, they can't fly super long distances. So they have to fly little short flights. That's the deal for the short feathers. And they don't need to go very far because they like to eat fruit and fruits in the trees. So they just go from tree to tree to tree. And we like them because they spread seeds to the trees, kind of like the bat does. They get the seeds in their mouth, they swallow them, they fly far away, and they drop it out. And it helps spread seeds all over the rainforest so new trees can grow. And we're going to reward him right now by giving him a blueberry. Now there's 2 ways you can feed him. You can toss it to him or hand it to him. Which way do you want to try? Toss it to him? Oh yeah, I'm only lost a few fingers doing this, okay? I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Watch. Bite me, bite me, bite me, bite me, bite me. Look, he looks away. No, I will not. Alright, you ready? So how you toss it is you hold it about right here, and you go 1, you got to underhand it, you can't throw it right at him. So you go like this, watch. You go 1, 2, 3, and you toss it up in the air, okay? Alright, 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and toss it up. We'll see if you can catch it. Ooh, you almost got it. That's a little high, that's a little high. Bring it back over here. Alright, we're going to hand it to him this time. Just hold it right there, he's going to grab it. Good job. You guys see that? Give her a big round of applause. Well, we're going to give somebody else a chance to do it, okay? You have a seat for me? Have a seat. Any other volunteer? Come on up. He's pretty hungry. He's into the show. Normally he gets picked pretty quick. You going to try to toss it to him? Alright, watch how to do it. You got to show him the blueberry first. And then 1, 2, 3. Good job. Now he's naturally good at doing that. In the wild, they eat all day long. And so sometimes they'll find food, but they don't want to eat it right now. So they'll hold on to it and they'll play with their food. The reason I started doing this is because I was chopping up diets at home, and he was in his cage, and he was sitting there tossing the blueberry to himself. So I walked up, tossed him a blueberry, said, yep, that's going to be in the show from now on. Come on up. Right here. Which way do you want to do it? You want to try to toss it? All right, remember 1, 2, 3. Good job. You want to try one more? He's going to fill up pretty quick. Now the thing about the birds, they eat a lot through a long period of time. They don't eat a lot at one time. So he'll fill up pretty quick. If he's holding on to the blueberry, that means he's probably getting pretty full. We'll see. Go ahead and have a seat for now. We're going to walk around with him. We'll see if he's hungry and he eats it. Now he's making one of his sounds right there. It's kind of one of his chattery kind of communication sounds. He doesn't repeat words like parrots do. His very happy sound is this right here. Oh, the back rubs. I love the back rubs. The back rubs are great. And then he does have a very upset sound. That is, ah! We don't hear that sound. We don't want to hear it. If we hear that sound, I'm not doing something right. He's got the blueberry, yep. Now this is full grown for him. He's about 5 years old, 6 years old right now. They typically live about 10 to 15 years. So he's not going to get too much bigger than this. You have a question?
I saw it and she lost it. It went like that.
Yeah, he'll catch it. He ate it, so you want to try it?
And I noticed that it was somehow from the center. That's what it was.
You did, so yeah. You're all kind of tangled up here. Get straight up there. Get straight up here. Here you go. Here, you want to be on that hand? All right, you're going to toss it or hand it? You're going to toss it. All right, remember 1, 2, 3, and then toss. Whoop. That's a little fast, a little fast. We got to slow down. Here, just grab another blueberry. Grab another one out of there. You got to slow it down just a little. He's pretty good. He's caught that before. He's surprised. All right, 1, 2, 3, and then toss it. You got to toss it. He's not going to hurt you, I promise. He's just trying to grab the blueberry. You want to try to hand it to him? Here, take that and hold it with 2 fingers, just like this, and he's going to grab it right out of your hand, okay? He's going to grab it right out. Go ahead, hold it. He's just going to... He almost, but he wasn't trying to bite you. He's trying to grab the blueberry. So hold it just like that with 2 fingers. Okay. Right, now come here. Now I'm going to protect your fingers. Watch. Stick it out like this and hold perfectly still. I'm going to protect your fingers so there's no way you can bite. No, you can keep your hand still. Face forward like that. And I'm going to protect your fingers like this, and watch, he's going to grab the blueberry out of there. All right, I'm going to bite you, I promise. You don't want to try it anymore? Okay. Everybody give her a big round of applause. Have a seat. We're going to make sure everybody gets a chance that we can get a chance. Did you want to try?
I want to try too.
You got to do it first. You ready? All right, hold it perfectly still. I'm going to protect your hand. He's going to take it right out between the fingers. There you go. Good job. We're going to do one more, and then he's going to be filled up. Or else we're going to start having a mess on our hands. Oh, here, take that. We're going to let her do it because she hasn't got to do it yet. Are you ready? Hold it still. Good job. Everybody give her a big round of applause. All right, everybody say bye, Sam. Bye, Sam. Great. All right. Did we get through all of them? Is that it? We did that one? Did we do this one? Yes, that's the one we just did. Awesome. Questions about any of the animals? No questions at all? Did y'all have fun? Yes. Did you learn a lot? Yes. Where can you learn more? By going to the library and checking out some books. Read about them. If you want to learn more about these animals, go read about them. If you want to learn about other animals, go read about them. If you want to learn about the trees, go read about them. Whatever you want to read about it, learn about it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me as I'm packing up. I'll be at the Birmingham Center Library this afternoon, and then another one of the libraries later tonight. If you enjoyed the show, please go to Facebook and like us. It's Animal Tales LLC. We do schools, libraries, special events. Cards are right here if you need a business card. We're based out of Pensacola, Florida. If you did not like the show, please do not tell anyone. Thank y'all very much. You have a great day. Thank you.